Hey guys, welcome to day 7 of our mini challenge in collection framework. In today's challenge, let us discuss about map and their implementation classes. Till now, whatever we have seen, list, set and queue, they are a part of collection framework. That is, they come directly under collection interface. Map is not a part of collection framework, but still it plays a crucial role in all Java applications. It is widely used in many Java projects. Okay, now let us get started. Okay, what is map? Map is an interface from java.util package. It stores data as key value pairs. Let me explain it with a pictorial representation. So, map stores data as key value pairs. The key can be any data type and the value also can be any data type. As in, the key can be a string and value can be a string. Key can be integer, value can be integer. Or list of string or string. It can be any data type. Even you can have it as custom objects. As in, key can be a department class and value can be list of employee. This is how map stores values, that is as key value pairs. Say for example, if I have my key as integer and value as string. In this case, I can store the data as the employee ID, which can be the key, value can be the employee name. Again, the key is 2, which is integer data type. The value is Priya, where the data type is string. The key is 3 and the value is Monu. Map stores data as key value pairs. Map does not accept duplicate keys. Each key is mapped to at most one value. Now, let us see the implementation classes of map. HashMap, linked HashMap, TreeMap. Together with that, we are also having concurrent HashMap. This is the pictorial representation. HashMap, linked HashMap, concurrent HashMap and TreeMap. This is similar to set implementation classes. HashMap. Here, the data will be stored as per the hash code value of the keys. Linked HashMap. Here, the data will be stored in the insertion order of the keys. TreeMap. In this case, the keys will be sorted in natural order, that is either in ascending order or in alphabetical order, and then the data will be stored. Concurrent HashMap. In this case also, the data will be stored as per the hash code value of the keys. Now in our video, we will be discussing about HashMap, linked HashMap and TreeMap. Concurrent HashMap is used for thread-safe applications, that is used in multi-threaded applications. Now let us get started with HashMap. What is HashMap? HashMap is an implementation class of map interface. It stores data as key value pairs where the keys are unique. HashMap uses hashing for storing and locating the data. That is, it uses a hashing function to get the hash code value of each and every key, then converts the hash codes into array index and stores the values accordingly. HashMap can be used for faster retrieval. It can accept one null key and any number of null values. Okay. Guys, just like the previous case, here also first we will see about all the implementation classes and then we will go for the coding part. Linked HashMap. Linked HashMap is also an implementation class of map interface. It stores key value pairs in the insertion order of the keys. Internally, linked HashMap uses hash table and linked list, just like what we have seen in linked hashset. Hash table is used for getting the hash code value of the keys and converting them into indices. Linked list is used for getting the node of the previous element and also the next element. This means the insertion order is maintained. So remember, linked HashMap stores the elements in the insertion order of the keys. This also allows one null key and many null values. Next one is TreeMap. TreeMap is a sorted map. It comes under sorted map interface. It stores the key value pairs in the natural ordering of the keys. That is, the keys will be sorted either in ascending order or in alphabetical order. It does not accept null keys, but it can accept null values. TreeMap is slower compared to HashMap and linked HashMap. Okay. Now let us see the examples for all these. Okay. Let us first start with an example of HashMap. Select your package, right click, new class. Let me change the package name to com.srishti.mapdemos. Give the class name as hash demo. Select public static void main, click finish. First, let us create an object of HashMap. We will write the code as interface reference is equal to implementation class. That is map is equal to new HashMap. Map angle bracket. I need to provide the data type for key and value. For key, let me have the data type as integer. For value, the data type is string. HashMap is equal to new HashMap. Let me pass the data type here. Now let us start adding values to the HashMap. Import map. All are from java.util package. HashMap dot. To add values to a map, the method is put. The first parameter is the key. The second parameter is the value. Key is 1. Value is Priya. Let me add few values for this map. Okay, I have added all combinations. The first 4 values are proper. In this case, I am trying to provide a duplicate key. Map does not accept duplicate keys. The key should be unique, so the value will be replaced. HashMap can accept one null key and null values. So I have given one null key. I have provided a null value. I have also added a value, that is an integer value within quotes. This means it is a string. Now let us try to print it. So HashMap. Save and run. This is the output. If you notice, the key 1 is replaced with a different value. This means the keys have to be unique. You cannot have duplicate keys. Now let us see how to retrieve the value from the map for a particular key. So the method is hashmap.get. You need to pass the key. The data type of the key is integer. The data type of the value is string. So the return type over here is string. Either you can get it in a string or you can print the value directly. Let me give the key as 3 and I will print it directly. Okay. What will happen if the key is not there? Will it give me an exception or it will return a special value? We will check it out. So in this case it has to return me Raja. In this case, let us see what is happening. If the key is available, return the value. If the key is not available, it will return null. Okay. If you notice, purposefully I have given the same value. Values can be same, keys cannot be same. You can have any number of null values also, but you can have only one null key. All these are fine. Sometimes after getting the value, I want to perform certain operations. As in, here this returns a string. I want to convert the string into uppercase. So I can use dot to uppercase method. I know it is going to return me a string. After getting the string, I want to convert it into uppercase. Now let me save this and run. You can see I am getting it in uppercase. What about the second value? It is null. In the second case also, I assume that it is going to return me a proper value. So I am calling to uppercase on this method. Now what will happen? The return type is null. You are calling a method on a null value. This will throw null pointer exception. Let me run this and show you. So this means it is mandatory that every time you need to check whether the key is available or not. Only if the key is available, you should call get method. So, to check if the key is available or not, you can use the method as HashMap dot contains key by passing the key. This method will return either true or false value. Okay. Similarly, I can also check for contains value. I want to know whether a particular value is available or not. Contains value. Let me just give the value as Raja. And let me run this. In the first case, it is returning false. In the second case, it is returning true. Okay. Then, of late, they have also added few more methods. As in, I can use hashmap.get. This is what we have seen. See the third method. Get the value for this particular key. If the key is not available, assign a default value and return me the default value. Okay. So what happens in this case? It will never return null. It will give you a default value. Even if you are performing an operation on the default value, it will work perfectly fine. Now let me show you that. So let me give the key as 30 and I will assign some name. If the value is available for 30, return that value. If it is not, assign John to this key 30. So what is the return type of this? Of course it is a string. I can use 2 uppercase on this. Let me call println statement on the whole method. Now let me run this. Now see, this time it's not throwing me an exception. Rather it is taking the default value, converting it into uppercase and providing me with value. Okay. Now let us see how we can iterate a map. Map can be iterated in 2 ways. One is by getting the keys first. With the help of the keys, retrieving the values. The other one is using the inner class of map. Let us do it one by one. Okay. The first way. So, I am going to call the method keyset hashmap dot keyset. See the return type. It is returning set of integer. This means it is capturing all the keys and converting it into a set. The return type is set of integer. Keys is equal to. Let me try printing the keys. Now let me run this. This will return all the keys in our map. So this is in a form of set. Now you know how to iterate through a set. Using the key, we can get the value. So, iterate through the set. Let me use a for each. For colon keys. The data type is integer key. Within which, now we are getting the key. We are getting the first key null. Then we are getting the key 1. Then we are getting the key 2 and so on. Now, how to get the value from the key? We can use get method. So, hashmap dot get by passing the key. The return type is a string. String value is equal to. In the next line, I can print both the key and the value. Let me give a space plus value. Now let me run this. See how nicely it is printing the output. So this is how you iterate through your map to get both the keys and the values. There is also one other way of iterating it. Let me show it to you. If you are using Streams API, there is a much more easier way. We are not going to see that now. Now the method is hashmap dot entry set. See the return type of entry set. Set of entry of integer comma string. Let me select this method. I will add the return type. Set of entry of integer comma string. Entries. What is this entry? This is an inner interface of map interface. Let me show you. Click on entry. Interface entry k comma v. with the help of which you can call getKey method and getValue method directly. In the previous case, first we retrieved the keys, with the keys we retrieved the value. But now I can get the key and the values directly. And where is this interface available? It is not a sub interface, but it is an inner interface within map interface itself. Let me scroll up. So this is the top level interface. An interface within an interface. You have heard about a class inside a class, inner class. Here it is an inner interface. See the class description. Map $entry. Map.class means it is about map interface. Map $entry means it is about the inner interface. I clicked on entry, so directly it took me to inner interface. Suppose say if I am clicking on map, it will take me only to this map interface. Can you see this? And when I clicked entry, it is taking me to map $entry, which is an inner interface of map. Okay, so we are using that. Entries is equal to. Now let us iterate through this. What is this? This is a set. Set. What is the data type? The data type of set is entry of integer string. In the previous case, the data type of set was integer. So how will you write it? For angle bracket, the data type over here is entry of. Okay, let me give it as entry colon entries. Now using this entry, I can call getKey method and getValue method directly. That is what we have seen inside that interface, right? So the return type of getKey is an integer. Integer key is equal to, and entry dot getValue. The return type is a string. And in the next line you can print it. That's it. Let me run this. Now here we have got the output. You can also perform functionalities after getting the values. You can check if the name Raja is available. You can also check if the names start with S or if the name contains V. Likewise, you can perform whatever functionalities you want after you have started iterating. Okay. So this is about HashMap. Now let us try with linked HashMap. Okay, let me copy paste the same class only. Control C, Control V. Let me give the name as link hash demo. Okay, let me open it. In this case, I'll change this name alone. Control F, replace with link HashMap. Okay, now the class name is linked HashMap. Here also let us have it as key value pair as integer and string. Without doing any other changes, let us run this application. Now you can see the difference. The difference between the previous one and in this one. In this case, the keys are added as per the insertion order. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this 1. The key is the same. Now the value is replaced by Shri. Then null, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, null, 5 and 6. So the keys are added as per the insertion order. This is all about linked HashMap. Rest of the functionality are all same. Whatever you have done for HashMap. Iterating using key set, iterating using entry set. Okay. Now we will move on to the next class, that is TreeMap. I'll copy this class again. Control V. Let me give the class name as TreeDemo. Okay. And first I will rename the variable name. Control F. Let me give the variable name as tree only. Replace all. Okay. And on the right hand side, I will remove linked HashMap and change it to TreeMap. Here also, let me have the key as integer and the value as string. have the imports properly. Now, without doing any changes, let me run this application. Already we have learned in case of TreeMap, we cannot have null key, but I have added a null key. Let us see what is happening. Let me run this. I'll get null pointer exception because it cannot sort null with the other values. Okay. Now let me give random values. Okay. I have changed the keys to random values. I just want to show you how the keys are getting sorted. And let us also comment the line which is having null key and run it. Here I have got the output. Together with that I am getting some exception. Let us check what it is. Here first see the keys are getting sorted properly and giving me the output. Then in line number 22 it is giving me an exception. Let me check. Get of 3 to uppercase. Yeah, of course we have changed the keys. No, I did not change it here. Let me change it to 38 and again let me run it. Here we have got the output, but in this case the data is added as per the sorted values of the keys. In our case we are having integer values. So the keys are sorted in ascending order. If you are using string, the keys will be sorted in alphabetical order. So this is about TreeMap. I hope it is clear. So you have learned how to create a map, how to retrieve the data or how to retrieve the value from a map, what will happen if a map is having null value and how to iterate through the map. Using this, you will have to start working on your task. Here I have shown it to you with integer string. What you can do is you can try it with string list of string integer, integer list of integer and so on. This is all about map. Now it is task time. Let me open the task. Now you are going to do only 2 tasks. The first one is a very simple one where you will create a map where the key is a string and the value is a list of string. This is about countries. So you can just provide it like this. Key is the state name, value is the list of string as city's name. Suppose if I am having this as India, I can have the state name as Karnataka, list of string as cities, Bengaluru, Mangalore, Hassan, Mysore. State name is Tamil Nadu. List of string. City name can be Chennai, Coimbatore, Tirunelveli, Ooty. State name is Maharashtra. City name can be Mumbai, Pune. Likewise, you can just add the key and the list of values. Iterate and print the values. It is as simple as it is. Okay. The next one is create a class with EMP demo. In public static void main, create a map. The name of the map is details, where the key is course and the value is list of employee. It means you should have a course class and you should have an employee class. So in the course class, you will have 2 properties, course name and type. As usual, what and all you need to create? Default constructor, parameterized constructor, getter setter methods and toString. Similarly, in case of employee, you have employee name, department and city. Add default constructor, parameterized constructor, getter setter methods and toString. Then come back to the main class. In the main class, you create a map. The key is course, map is list of employee. How to work with this? I have given it step by step. First create 4 courses. Then create 3 different lists with some employees for 3 courses. As in, I will create course 1, course 2, course 3. So I have given values also. Course name is Spring HTML Policies. Course type is Front and Backend Testing AI Finance. So I can have course 1 having course name as Spring, Backend. Then course 2 was HTML, front end. And course 3 is Policies, Finance. Type is Finance. Okay. So the courses are ready. Next, create 3 different lists with some employees. As in, I need to have 3 set of employee list. So I will create list 1 as arrays.asList. I can pass new employee, comma, new employee, comma, new employee. Of course, you need to pass with parameters. This is my list 1. Similarly, for list 2. Then for list 3. Okay. I need to create 4 courses, right? So I will create course 4 also. Course 4, where I can have it as AWS, type is cloud. Okay. Now we are having 3 lists. Now what is the next step? Add the employees list to 3 courses. So course 1 to list 1. That is details.put course 1 comma list 1. Details.put course 2 comma list 2. Details.put course 3 comma list 3. Okay. Now this is done. What about the 4th course? For the 4th course, the value is null. Meaning to say that none of the employees have taken that particular course. This is how it looks like. Now what next? You need to iterate through this map and print the employee list. Remember, the last course is null. If you are trying to retrieve the value, you have to check if the value is available. Only then you need to do the functionality, that is printing the employee name in uppercase and printing the department in lowercase and printing the city. If you are trying to call it directly, it will throw null pointer exception. I want you guys to try this out. So this is the second question. Okay, I will share both the questions in the description box. Please try it out and share your answers. Guys, I hope it is clear. Now we have seen what is map and how to work with map implementation classes. In this mini series, we have completed the collection framework in detail. We have started with an introduction to collection framework, the advantages of collection framework, what is the hierarchy of collection framework, the top level interface collection and the sub interfaces of collection, list, set and queue, how to work with the implementation classes of list, set and queue, how to add user-defined objects to an array list, how to sort the elements of an array list using comparator and comparable. We have also learnt about map and map implementation classes. Okay, so what next? The next part of collection framework is, if you have reached till this point, move on towards Streams API. I have also added a video about Streams API in detail. I will share the link over here. You can watch it on. Once you have completed Streams API, you can move towards the interview questions of Streams API with strings, with integers and with user-defined objects. Okay. That's all for collection framework. I hope you enjoyed this challenge and this journey. If you are interested to be a part of my community, I have shared the details in the description. Do join and get the benefits. As always, keep learning and stay curious. Let us learn, code and grow together. Thank you.